Good evening. I would like to call to order the Coatesville Area School District School Board meeting for Tuesday, June 27th, 2023. Agenda item 1B, reading of the mission statement. The mission of the Coatesville Area School District, rich in diversity and committed to excellence, is to create innovative educational experiences which are funded by the taxpayers, supported by the community, delivered by dedicated teachers and administrators to ensure all students will become responsible, contributing global citizens. Agenda item 1C, advisement. By notice of the President, board members are advised that all votes shall be regarded as roll call votes. The minutes should also note that public notice was given for the meeting in accordance with Act 93 of 1998, Section 1. School board meetings shall proceed in accordance with school board policy. Madam Secretary, call the roll, please.
Rob Fisher.
Here.
Brandon Roan.
Mr. Rowan should be excused this evening.
Harvell Brown.
I did not hear from Mr. Brown.
Holly Charest.
She should be with us on Zoom. Folks, do we have Ms. Charest?
She isn't. It looked like she was speaking, but we can't hear.
I do see her. Do you want me to mark her as present?
Please.
Andrew Finkbonner.
Here.
Becky Harlan.
Here.
Mary Ann Harris.
She should be on Zoom as well.
I see her as well. Amelia Mills.
Ms. Mills is to be excused this evening.
Jennifer Schott. Here.
At this time, we will all rise for a moment of silence and a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. To my colleagues, any additions, deletions, or modifications to the agenda this evening? Any additions, deletions, or modifications to the agenda? Seeing and hearing none, we will move on to agenda item 3A, approval of the minutes. Recommended motion that the Board of School Directors approve the minutes for the May 23rd, 2023 school board meeting, subject to any additions, deletions, modifications, or clarifications. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Seeing and hearing none, Madam Secretary, call for the vote, please.
Jennifer Schott.
Yes.
Andrew Finkbonner.
Yes.
Rob Fisher.
Yes.
Becky Harlan.
Yes.
Holly Charest.
Folks, is there a problem on our end back there? I'm sorry? If she can hear us, tell her to just give a thumbs up for a yes.
I just texted her. Do you want me to call her?
Yeah, I guess we should. Just tell her if she could give thumbs up for a yes vote.
Your call has been forwarded.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So we can hear you. I know. So Becky's going to call you. All right, hang in there.
Hey, I'm going to put you on speaker so we can hear you because for some reason we can't, okay? All right. Yep. Okay, she's on speaker.
Holly Charest.
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Agenda item 3B, approval of the minutes. Recommended motion that the Board of School Directors approve the minutes for the June 13th, 2023 special school board meeting, subject to any additions, deletions, modifications, or clarifications. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or concerns? Seeing none, Madam Secretary, call for the vote, please.
Becky Harlan,
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris,
Yes.
Rob Fisher,
Yes.
Andrew Finkbeiner,
Yes.
Jennifer Schott,
Yes.
Holly Charest, Holly Charest,
Holly.
I'm sorry, I did not hear the beginning of that.
She's calling for a vote for the approval of the minutes.
June 13th, 2023 minutes.
Abstain.
motion approved.
Agenda item 4A, public comment. The board has requested all persons making comments on agenda items to list their name, address, telephone number, and motion item on the sheet provided. There is a 3-minute time limit per person. The board does not take action or discuss items not appearing on the agenda. The board values public comments and wishes to convey that although board members cannot discuss items that are not on the agenda, they listen carefully and appreciate and value input from the public. Lori Shannon Bailey.
Good evening. I'm not sure it's on.
You're good.
Okay, the last meeting, my comments were not audible, which is concerning. I just want to comment on the financial statement. I did see the language that I had been asking about. Claims and claims adjustment had not been showing up on those, so I appreciate that they were on there. The expulsions, I'm hopeful that we are doing the right thing by these students. One of the concerns about the expulsions are it appears that students are not being part of the MTSS process. I did hear that that program was implemented November of last year. I've previously heard that those programs had been implemented, but my concern is potentially these students not receiving support and services that they need in terms of behavioral and mental health services and support. I know for a fact that many of these children are challenged with various family dynamics, and the school district is really an awesome place and an opportunity to provide these children with support. So I know you and I agree that children deserve the best support that they can get, and so I'm looking forward to that as well. I think I'm going to stop right there. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shannon Bailey. Moving on to agenda item 5A, executive session. Executive session was held on June 12, 2023 and June 26, 2023 for legal and personnel reasons. We have no student representatives reports tonight, so we'll move on to 7A, important dates. July 11th, 2023, 6:00 p.m. All committees and special meeting, Coatesville Area Senior High School Auditorium. July 25th, 2023, 6:00 p.m. School board meeting, Coatesville Area Senior High School Auditorium. Madam Superintendent, Superintendent's report.
Good evening, school board members and community members. To begin this evening's report, I'd like to formally congratulate the Coatesville Area High School's graduating class of 2023. It was wonderful to spend such a lovely evening celebrating our amazing students. And while we say goodbye to our seniors, we begin to welcome our doors to the class of 2036, if you can believe that. This is just a reminder to all parents with students about to enter kindergarten. Online registration is currently open. Be sure to register your future Red Raider and get him or her started right away. And if you have any questions about this process, please do reach out, give us a call at the administration building and ask for registration. Someone will be happy to set up an appointment or talk you through the online process. Moving on to current happenings, our district is entering its third year of offering youth summer camp opportunities for our district's elementary students. Currently, we began by serving over 150 students in week 1, and the momentum continues as we are in the midst of week 3. While no camps will be held next week due to the holiday, week 5 begins July 10th. So if you're interested, please be sure to register. We have boys soccer camp, girls basketball, swimming, and tennis camps coming up. Also, just a reminder to conclude my report for the evening, the Coatesville Area School District will be closed next week on July 4th in observance of Independence Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Van Born. Moving on to special reports. Parameters Resolution, Helen Espenshade and Lan McElwain. So, Helen, what we will do is if you can you give your report now and then we vote at 7? Okay, so the public is aware. There is a vote required on this resolution, and it was advertised for 7 p.m. So if we get through our regular meeting, unfortunately, we'll have to take a little break and wait until 7 o'clock to cast that vote. But if you can give your report now, and then we'll wait till 7 o'clock to do the vote. All right, thank you.
Good evening. Helen Espenshade with Lamb Backer Lane. Is this? Can you hear me?
It's on.
The more you talk,
Okay. And serving as bond counsel for the school district, happily doing so, in connection with a project that I think has been discussed multiple times with this board, involving a maximum $225,000 principal dollar amount of financing for capital projects to be undertaken in 2023 and 2025. So before you this evening is what is a debt resolution, which is intended to cover the requirements of state law, the Local Government Unit Debt Act, federal tax law, and securities laws with respect to disclosure requirements for this tax-exempt financing. The adoption of this resolution this evening would authorize and direct the incurrence of non-electoral debt of the Coatesville Area School District in the maximum amount of $225 million. It would authorize some more specific 2023 project for certain capital projects to be taken care of this year. It would authorize all of the elements required for the process to get to closing on this project, which is to say authorizing filings with the Department of Community and Economic Development with respect to the LAGUDA requirements, certain covenants that are required to meet the requirements for tax-exempt financing, disclosure requirements that are necessary, certain covenants with respect to treating the bonds and the proceeds of the bonds in a way that won't result in arbitrage, which would violate the tax laws, and generally providing for a maximum debt service schedule and proposed bond counsel opinion is attached, authorizing the sale of the bonds to RBC Capital Markets LLC, and entertaining a bond purchase agreement, which would be presented to you this evening. And again, authorizing the various documents that must be completed and signed to be filed with the Department of Community and Economic Development. Do you have any questions? I know that you all have been through this process before, and this is probably sounding very familiar and repetitive.
Any questions?
No.
So, Ms. Espenshade, what I said we will do is we'll come back, and if we have to recess until 7 o'clock, that's what we'll do, and we'll come back. And obviously, it will be pulled off consent agenda, and we'll read it in a separate motion to vote on at 7 o'clock.
Very well. I appreciate that.
No problem. Glad to help out a class of 75. Agenda item 9A, adoption of consent agenda. Recommended motion that the Board of School Directors approve the consent agenda items. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Committee meeting action items considered routine will be enacted under one motion unless removed for separate action upon board request. The purpose of the consolidated motion is to expedite governing board action on all consent items which are not held for discussion. Items that have been held for discussion by the governing board will be enacted upon at the time the item is discussed. I would like to remove the following agenda items from consent agenda this evening. Under Finance, Agenda Item A, Financial Statements. Agenda Item H, CCIU Marketplace Services Contract. Agenda Item O, Parameters Resolution for Funding of Capital Projects. And Agenda Item P, Human Resources Report. Again, that's A, H, O, and P. Under Education Committee, I would like to remove the proposed expulsions, which would be agenda items I, J, K, L, M, and N. Once again, remove it from consent agenda for the proposed expulsions, Education Committee items I through N. Are there any other items to be removed from consent agenda this evening? Seeing and hearing none, Madam Secretary, call for the vote, please.
Holly Charette.
Yes.
Rob Fisher.
Yes.
Andrew Fink Bonner.
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris.
What are we voting on?
Items removed from consent agenda.
Yes.
Becky Harlan.
Yes.
Jennifer Schott.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Mr. Finkbonner, if you would, please, if you could go back to the removed items for finance and education, please.
I certainly can. To the team in the back, can we do something about this light? I can't be the only one that's saying that. That's all I say. We got to kick it off. Let's make that happen.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Letter A under finance, financial statements. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the financial statements, bills payables list as presented. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, we'll call for a vote, please.
Andrew Fink Bonner.
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris.
Yes.
Becky Harlan.
Yes.
Holly Charette.
Yes.
Rob Fisher.
Yes.
Jennifer Schott.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Going to move on to letter H, the CCIU Marketplace Services Contract. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the 2023, that the Board of School Directors approve the 2023-2024 contract agreement with the Chester County Intermediate Unit to participate in its marketplace programs at the most recently adopted marketplace price schedule from July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2024 as presented. Do we have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments?
Mr. Finkbonner, I pulled this off of consent agenda for the required roll call vote.
Thank you. If no additional comments, please call for a vote.
Mary Ann Harris.
Yes.
Becky Harlan.
Yes.
Andrew Fink Bonner.
Yes.
Jennifer Schott.
Yes.
Holly Charette.
Yes.
Rob Fisher.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Letter O, parameters resolution for funding of capital projects. I believe,
We're going to move that one.
President Fisher,
Yeah.
this is the one
Yes,
we're going to
Mr.
skip
Finkbonner,
over.
We'll hold on and come back
Okay.
and address that recommended motion at 7 o'clock.
Thank you. So we'll jump over that and go to letter P, human resources report. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the resignations, appointments, new positions, leave of absence, transfers, change of status, and corrections as presented. Do we have a motion?
Motion. Second?
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, we'll call for a vote.
Becky Harlan,
Yes.
Rob Fisher,
Yes.
Andrew Finkbeiner,
Yes.
Jennifer Schott,
Yes.
Holly Charisse,
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Mr. Finkbeiner, Education Committee, please.
All right, first up, we have letter I, which is, there we go. Proposed expulsion number 1008803. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the proposed expulsion of student 1008803 as presented. We have a motion.
Motion. Second?
We'll call for a vote.
Holly Charisse,
No.
Becky Harlan,
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris,
Yes.
Jennifer Schott,
No.
Rob Fisher,
Yes.
Andrew Finkbeiner.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Letter J, proposed expulsion 100111413. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the proposed expulsion for student 100111413 as presented. Do we have a motion?
Motion. Second?
We'll call for a vote, please.
Jennifer Schott,
No.
Holly Charisse,
No.
Rob Fisher,
Yes.
Andrew Finkbeiner,
Yes.
Becky Harlan,
No.
Mary Ann Harris.
Yes.
Motion denied.
Letter K, proposed expulsion 1001160. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the proposed expulsion for student 1001160 as presented. Do we have a motion?
Motion. Second?
We'll call for a vote, please.
Andrew Finkbeiner,
Yes.
Jennifer Schott,
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris,
Yes.
Becky Harlan,
Yes.
Holly Charisse,
Yes.
Rob Fisher.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Letter L, proposed expulsion 100111058. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the proposed expulsion for student 100111058 as presented. Do we have a motion?
Motion. Second?
We'll call for a vote, please.
Jennifer Schott,
Yes.
Andrew Finkbeiner,
Yes.
Rob Fisher,
Yes.
Becky Harlan,
Yes.
Holly Charisse,
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Letter M, proposed expulsion 100-18572. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the proposed expulsion for student 100-18572 as presented. Do we have a motion?
Motion. Second?
Call for a vote, please.
Becky Harlan,
Yes.
Holly Charisse,
Yes.
Rob Fisher,
Yes.
Andrew Finkbeiner,
Yes.
Jennifer Schott,
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Letter N, proposed expulsion 100-19964. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the proposed expulsion for student 100-19964 as presented. Do we have a motion?
Motion. Second?
We'll call for a vote, please.
Becky Harlan,
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris,
Yes.
Holly Charisse,
Yes.
Rob Fisher,
Yes.
Andrew Finkbeiner,
Yes.
Jennifer Schott.
Yes.
Motion approved.
And I believe that takes care of all the motion items removed from consent agenda. So we will move on to, we can do public comment now, and then we will recess until 7 o'clock. Lori Shannon Bailey.
Just to be clear, this is public public comments on non-agenda items?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for clarifying them. In terms of the spring presentation data, it was telling in terms of the number of students that are still not on grade level. I'm concerned that the school district seems to be blaming COVID on the lack of learning. I know a second grader who was not allowed to come to school, I think only 2 days during COVID. In fact, the mom came to the meeting with me, the school board meeting with me, and she talked about the fact that her son is in the second grade and reading probably not even on the first grade level. So I guess in terms of that presentation, would you please pay close attention to those students that are struggling the most? I'm hoping that they are coming to summer school, but of course we cannot guarantee that. But in terms of the needs, the academic needs, we still have significant academic needs, that you all know that. And so I would ask for continued vigilance over these children who are struggling. And then I think I am going to leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shannon Bailey. At this time, we will recess and we will reconvene at 7 o'clock p.m.
Hey, Barb. You ready? That's not on anyhow.
Let the record state that we will reconvene at 7 o'clock PM. We're going to return to Finance Committee motion item O, parameters resolution for funding of capital projects. Recommended motion that the Board of School Directors approve the parameters resolution for the funding of capital projects as presented. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Are there any questions or concerns? Seeing and hearing none, Madam Secretary, call for the vote, please.
Rob Fisher,
Yes.
Jennifer Schott,
Yes.
Andrew Finkbeiner,
Yes.
Becky Harlan,
Yes.
Mary Ann Harris,
Yes.
and Holly Sharess.
Yes.
Motion
You
approved.
skipped me?
I called you.
All right, Holly.
I thought I called you. Rob Fisher.
Yes.
All right.
Motion
You're welcome.
approved.
Bye.
Okay, we already did public comment, so at this time, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion. Second.
We will adjourn at 7:01.
Bye, Mary.
Bye-bye.
Oh, God.
That one you owe me.